Hello, my name's Cecilia. Welcome to today's yoga practice for throat chakra. So throat chakra is the energy center connected to our ability to be aligned with our true self-expression. And in our physical practice, what we'll do is focus on awareness and movement through our neck, but also a fuller awareness of how that connects with the rest of our body. So today, to begin our practice, we will begin seated. So ideally cross-legged. You might prop yourself up on a cushion or prop blocks underneath your knees just to have a bit more of a comfortable seat. And just getting your sit bones grounded, your spine nice and tall. Place the hands on the knees or in your lap. We'll begin by just coming into our breath. Taking a full breath in through the nose. We'll just sigh it out. We'll take 2 more of those, and you're very welcome to invite a little bit of sound. And 1 more. Let your shoulders melt down. Allow your ears to gently just free themselves up as you breathe deeply into the belly. And gently out through the nose. So if Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you're very welcome to invite that now, hollowing out the back of your throat, a slight constriction for audible breath. On your next breath in, send your breath all the way down into your tailbone. Feel how grounded your sit bones are. As you slowly breathe out, feel your belly button draw gently up towards spine. So Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock is on. Next deep breath, spread out your lower ribs. As you exhale, feel the shoulder blades slide down and the nape of your neck gently soften back and up. Breathing in, we'll take our arms wide and high. Inhaling, gently tilt your chin up, eye gaze towards thumbs. And exhale, part the sky, 2 hands beside you. Feel the fingertips ground down and the back of your head gently growing long as the neck tips in, the chin tips in. Inhale, right arm up, a big circle above the head. And exhale, bend the elbow, hand wraps behind your left ear. Dip the chin. As you exhale, roll your eye gaze under your right armpit. And taking a full breath in, lean your head back into your right arm. And as much as your head leans back, allow the top arm to also be heavy. Good. So full breaths here, allowing that left shoulder to slide down away from your left ear. Nice juicy stretch through the left side of your neck. You can also play with the tilt of your chin and see how that affects the stretch through your left side of the neck. Exhaling, feeling a tension release a little more. 1 more cycle of breath here. Inhaling to fill up the left side of your chest. And exhaling, the right ear drops a little closer to the right side. I'm going to walk our fingertips over the head and support our head back to center. Just listening to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling, right hand on the earth. I'll take a full round of breath here and just notice the difference between left and right sides. Full breath out. We'll take the left arm up. Inhale. So let the movement come from the core. So rather than exhaling, we're going to bend the elbow. Rather than allowing your arms to tug your movements, as you exhale, you're going to dip the chin to the left. You're going to let each movement come from your heart center, from your core. So there's no forceful external pull or push of your body. It's just a kind of expression of the energy that you've generated from within. Just allowing that right shoulder to melt down. And your left ear to just tug, listen close to the left shoulder. Taking one more full round of breath here, leaning the head gently back, top arm heavy. And then walking your left fingertips across your skull and supporting your head back to center. As you exhale, left hand beside you, take a full breath in, shoulders all the way up to ears. Really make it extreme. And exhale, rolling the shoulders back. Allow your shoulders to drop into neutral. We'll inhale, take both arms up to sky. Looking up to thumbs, so just gently for the neck. Exhale, interlace fingers, hands behind the head, thumbs on opposite sides of your neck bones. We're going to exhale, tuck from the tailbone and round through the spine, bringing the elbows gently close together. So again, remember, no tugging, we're just allowing the bones to fall. Inhale, start to lengthen through your lower spine, lift the chest, open the elbows, and we'll lean our head back into our hands. Exhale, reversing tailbone tucks, rounding through the spine. So feeling how your spine, your neck is an extension of your spine. Inhale, open. You let your chest be proud. Gently reach the chin up. Exhale, round. We'll take 2 more deep rounds of breath, moving, circulating through the spine. As you move, notice the intensity of your gaze. Can you gently allow the gaze to pass from point to point as you move without staring or pausing too long on one point? And inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, hands down beside us, re-grounding. We're going to come to face the front of our mat. Coming into a child's pose, knees wide as the mat. We'll bring our big toes to touch and sink the hips all the way back to heels. On an exhale, laying the lengths of your spine down from tailbone through to crown. Forehead on the mat. And feel free here as you breathe to rock the hips, rock the head. Making sure that your breaths are full. Your exhales are complete. And just set yourself a little intention here in child's pose. How would you like this practice to be an expression of your being, of your energy here? One more full round of breath deep into the back of your lungs, pressing the hips back. As you exhale, reaching the arms long in front, fingertips widen. And then on an inhale, tuck the tailbone. We'll round up to all fours, shoulders over wrists, knees below hips. I'm going to take the right arm to sky, inhaling. Eye gaze follows the thumb. Exhale, you're turning from your low ribs. Right arm threads under left arm. And as your shoulder threads through, also feel how your head gets a little more space to move. Inhaling, open. Exhale, close. Okay, so that core is gently on supporting your spine as it moves, as it wraps and unravels. We're just continuing our breath with movement here. So throat chakra, relates to the element of air. So we want to give ourselves as much room to breathe, just carving space out for the body, for the mind. Exhale, rinsing through the spine. Now let's come back to center, inhaling. And exhale to shoulders even, to palms grounded. Inhaling, left arm up. Exhale, threading through. So it's said in the Vedic scriptures that we have two winding energies around our spine, Ida and Pingala. And these represent our divine masculine, divine feminine, and that's nothing too much to do with the biology of your reproductive sexual organs. For whether you're a biological man or a woman, you still have these two opposite forces and energies in your body. And the idea as we practice yoga is to unite our energies so that they work in harmony and support our power. Exhale, threading one last time through, left arm under your right armpit. And let's come back to center, to our tabletop, nice and stable on all floors. Full breath out. So if you find your elbows locking out because you're hypermobile, then you're just going to turn those elbow creases towards each other. Nice little tip. Hands about 2 handprints in front. And press into all 10 digits. Tuck the toes. Inhaling, lift the hips. And roll back to your first downward facing dog this practice. Okay, bend the knees if they're stiff, if you're tight. Definitely give yourself room, a little bit of slack. I'm going to draw that tailbone up and back nice and high. As you exhale, tuck your ribs and see how that lends a little more length to the back of your neck. Eye gaze to shins. Freedom here to walk out your dog, lifting one heel, then the other. You might even want to lift both heels and kind of windshield wipe them side to side. See how that affects your stretch. And now if you find that your shoulders are really tired, can you wrap those upper arms back towards your ribs and press out of your fingertips? So a little more work for the core. Make sure you breathe so you can fuel your muscles, your tissues. And the exhale releases heels to earth, releases toxins. Let's inhale, lift hips, lift heels. Exhale, bend the knees and eye gaze forward. So giving your neck space as you bend. Lifting hips high, gaze back. And we'll take feet 10 baby steps to the top of the mat. Or thereabouts. It's not the end of the world if you only do 8 or 9. Feet are hip width. Let's take a halfway lift. Heart pulls forward, shoulders back, giving the head space. Exhale, bend the knees a lot. Hands to opposite elbows and drop the crown. Ragdoll. Breathing in, lift left and right hips up. And breathing out, just drop your head a little more. Eye gaze through the shins. So it can take a little trust sometimes to just drop that gaze backwards. You might be tempted to stare at the ground in front of you. Really just trust your weight to spread through the 4 corners of your feet. Strong foundations. And as you breathe, just emptying out through the crown, you can wave your ribcage, your heart, like a little slow dance around your legs. For a little more stretch in the neck, you might interlace the fingers, place them behind the head. And again, thumbs opposite sides of your neck bones. Allow that weight to just lend a little more length to your spine, your neck. Full breath in. And exhale, release hands to earth. Deep bend in knees. Press through your feet and unravel your spine one link at a time up to stand as you breathe steadily, as many breaths as you need. Just noticing every link of your spine stack all the way up through the heart. Let the shoulders roll open. The edges of your neck extending up, gently pressing back through the back of your head. We'll take arms a wide circle to sky, inhaling. I gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We'll open with 3 Oms today. Breathing into Om. Crack the eyes open. Enjoy your practice. Prayer hands up to sky. Let's find our mountain pose. Root down through the feet. You might bring your big toes to touch if that's comfortable for your hips. If not, just keep your feet hip width. So in our mountain, let your tailbone drop long through the spine. And today, allow the shoulders to relax around the ears. If you feel any pain around your shoulders, keeping the hands together, you're very free to open up your hands. And while you're pressing down through the feet, your thighs are on. As you exhale, I want you to feel this rising energy up through the heart, through the throat, through your third eye, and the crown reaches up. One more full round of breath here. Let's tilt the heart back, gaze up, chin up. Exhale, arms part out, swan diving forwards. Heart leads the way to fold. Halfway lift to inhale. Roll the shoulders back to a flat back. Exhale, hands to mat. We're going to step back to our high plank today. So option to bring your knees down, especially if you're already shaking your high plank. So in your high plank, we're going to push through your heels and dome through the back of your heart. Gaze to your toes. As you exhale, and extend our collarbones forwards and the upper arms will wrap back towards ribs. So we're trying to find as much space to help us breathe here as possible. Let's press the thumbs, first fingers down. So press the mat away. And as you exhale, hug them towards each other, but gaze just ahead of the mat. Way to create a flat board between your shoulder blades. Just press a little more. Last time, one more full round of breath here. Steady breath out, soft eyes. We're going to inhale, rock forwards on tippy toes. Exhale, gently melt knees, chest, chin to earth. We're hugging elbows back for more space for the head. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders up to our cobra. Untuck your toes. Exhale, rolling back to earth. So relax the neck. Inhale, lifting up. The shoulder blades press in together to free up the neck. And exhale, come back to earth. Good. Press your toenails down, kneecaps lift. Inhale, so light through the chest, the throat, like you're shining a beam of light forwards. Exhale, relax. Hands beside lower ribs, tuck toes. Hips to heels. Hips to sky. Downward facing dog, release through your crown. A couple of rounds of breath here. So in our throat chakra practice, loads of freedom to move or be still as you feel suits you today. One more full round of breath in, side body's long. Full breath out so your jaw is relaxed. Inhale, lift hips, lift heels. Exhale, roll the knees forwards, look forwards. I'm going to take, if you can, just 2 steps to the top of your mat. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Halfway lift, extend the heart forwards, crown forwards. Exhale, fold. So bend the knees as much as you need. Release the crown. Bend the knees, arms up to sky. Hands to heart center, Samastiti. So this time we're going to try a throat lock. So take the tip of your tongue, pop them behind your top teeth, and loads of space in the mouth. This is going to help you gain a little more flow through your middle energetic line, your Sushumna. And so we're going to just practice breathing here now. One deep breath in, long breath out, steady. And let's do that Sun A with our Jaladhara Bandha, flowing our energy through Sushumna Nadi. Inhaling, arms to sky, gaze up. Arms part, heart forwards. Uttanasana, your forward fold. Halfway lift to breathe in, long flat spine. Exhale, hands to mat. Step, maybe float back to your high plank. Stiff as a board, light as a feather. Roll forwards on tippy toes. Exhale, maybe full plank to earth, chaturanga. Gaze forwards. Cobra or up dog. You're going to lift your hips and knees. Downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. So you could also bend the knees to reach back. Let's take a full round of breath here. Feel that prana, life force energy through the whole body. Long breath out, clear out. Inhale, lift hips, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees, look forwards. Step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in to reset. Exhale, fold. So try and keep Jaladhara Bandha on, your throat lock. Hips sink down, arms reach up. Find your chair pose. Exhale, take a deep seat. And glance down. Can you track your knees back so you can see all 10 toes? Great. Full breath and we reach long. Hands to heart. Exhale, twist to your right, left elbow outside right knee. Breathing here, your left knee wants to be in line with the right, so track it back if it shot forwards. As you exhale, lower ribs twist. And then if it's okay for your neck, can you turn your gaze over the right shoulder? One more deep round of breath here. You might want to open the arms if you feel particularly free and energetic. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms forwards. Good. Exhale, we'll take it to the other side. Hands to heart and twist to the left now. Good. Weighted through your tailbone. We lift through the crown, through the heart. Exhale, twist from low ribs and lean the left shoulder back, giving your neck space. One more full round of breath here. Exhale, rinsing through the whole spine. Arms forwards, inhale. Exhale, arms behind. Interlace fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale to reach the hands back. Exhale, dive forwards, arms overhead. So release the back of your neck. Halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale, hands down the backs of the legs. Release your head. Nice. Halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale, hands to mat. Step or float back to your high plank. Lowering on the exhale. Wrap the elbows in. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Right leg back. Eye gaze follows the toes. It's your three-legged dog. Right knee to nose. Shifting forwards to curl through the spine. So you're doming through the back of your heart. Right foot beside right thumb. Back heel about 45 degrees. Front knee over front ankle. We lift up to our warrior one. Inhale. Breathe here. Good. So we're grounded through that back blade of the foot. Then hips are squaring forwards. And from here, I want you to relax through the shoulders and really gain lift through your chin, through your third eye. Maybe you close the hands and gaze up. So if there's any pain in your neck, you'll just open the arms again, gaze forwards. Otherwise, stay lifted. Eye gaze gently on your thumbs, your fingers. One more full breath in.
Exhale, open out, warrior two, hips and heart, broaden, arms to shoulder height. I'm going to gaze over that front middle finger. So keeping that space inside the mouth, tip of the tongue behind the top teeth. Now as you breathe, send your awareness into the heels. Press them down, hug them towards each other. Again, we course that energy through Sushumna, Ida and Pingala, harmonize left and right sides through the spine. So tailbone drops. Left and right arms gently press out evenly. Exhale, lean forwards, reach forwards. Right arm up to sky, breathe in and lean back. Reversed warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms forwards. Your eye gaze smooth towards the ground. Right leg back to your plank. Shift forwards, chaturanga. You can always go knees, chest, chin. Heart forwards and up. Urdhva Mukha, your up dog. And downward facing dog, hips high. Eye gaze back. Left leg up, inhale. We tiger curl, knee to nose, so really round, circulate your prana through the body, back foot down, front knee over front ankle as you rise up. And just breathe here. Notice the ways in which your breath and body can serve you and how your intentions also reciprocate that. You unite your hands and gaze up. And if your arms are apart, you're also feeling that energy that courses between them, the awareness, the relationship between the air and your skin. One more full breath in. Warrior two. Opening up the hips, the heart, looking forwards over your middle finger. So although there's a lot going on potentially in the head, we also want to be aware of our foundations, grounding through the feet, letting that tailbone drop rather than escape out. And keeping our shoulders relaxed though active, so we're pressing out through the hands. Taking one more full deep breath in. Exhale, reach forwards gently, left arm flips to sky, reverse your warrior, inhaling. Exhale, hands to earth. Get a good grip before you step back. Shifting forward, so that gives you space to lower. Urdhva Mukha, press the thumbs, first fingers down. A little bit more lift through the chest. And downward facing dog, breathe out. Full breath in. Long breath out. Let's flow through left and right sides, integrating at our core and just expressing through the head. Take one more full breath in. Steady breath out. Breath to movement. Inhale, lift hips, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees, look forwards. Step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, release your head. Chair pose, hips low, heart high. Hands through prayer to twist to your right. Stay here for a breath in. Extend through your whole spine, your neck and extension. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder, lean back. Inhale, arms forwards. Exhale, twist to the left. Breath in. Breath out. Gazing back. Arms forwards, look forwards. Exhale, arms behind. Maybe interlace, funky way. Shoulders roll back, breathe in and gaze forwards. Exhale, dive forwards, bound, forward fold. Halfway lift, stay bound. Exhale, freedom for the hands behind the legs as you fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands to mat, step or float back. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog, nice and proud. Downward facing dog, humble through the head, gentle eyes. Right leg back, inhale, gazing back. Tiger curl, shift forwards. 2 feet on the ground, arms up. Warrior 2, looking forwards. Lean forwards, reverse, gazing up. Coming back to earth. Stepping back. So if you practice this throat chakra practice a few times, see if you can start to just express through the movements without looking at the screen. Left leg up. Tiger curl. 2 feet down. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Gazing up. Warrior 2. Gazing forwards. Reversed. Inhale, gazing up. Coming back to earth. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Take a deep breath in here. And a steady breath out. Just going to express a little more heat, relax the face. Take another full breath in. Loosen your lips and breathe through the lips. Horse flutter. One more deep breath in. And just sealing the lips. Let's take our right leg to sky. Inhale. Exhale, tiger curl. Step forwards beside your right thumb. Front knee over front ankle. We'll take arms up to sky for our high crescent. So you have an option here to lower your knee all the way down, or just bend the knee a little, as long as your lower spine is comfortable. So press through the heels, strong foundation, hips hug towards each other. We are building a little more fire here, but let that pass up through your belly, up through the chest, up through the head. And from here, notice if you've crunched the shoulders together, can you gently allow your shoulders to open, free up your head? Notice if you're clenching your toes, just drill through your heels and relax your toes. You might even wiggle them. One full breath in. Coming to our arrowhead, lean your heart forwards, arms sweep back alongside the body. So if this is way too strong, take the hands and you can rest them there on your knee. You can also come back down on the back knee and stay here. I'll take 2 more breaths here. So hug the right hip in, that long line from tailbone to crown. Just press the back of the head up, shoulder tips roll back. Good. This time, press into your front big toe, glance down. We'll inhale. Can you lift off to your aeroplane pose? Lovely plant in my face. Gonna breathe here. Press through that back heel. Try and hug those ribs in. If this is too much, you're going to take hands to your knees. And you might just stay grounded with your 2 feet, or you could take your blocks and come to a figure 4 instead. And this is not really about how high you can get your leg. I want you to focus today on reaching the chest forwards and freeing up your neck. Good. Stay lifted, press down through that front big toe. One more full breath in. Exhale, rebend that front knee, step back. Back foot parallel with back of the mat. Find your warrior 2. Exhale, reground. We're going to inhale, flip the right palm, come up to your reversed warrior. This time, straighten the front leg, exhale. Take the left hip back, right arm forwards, coming into our triangle pose. So right hand either inside or outside of your front shin. You might take a block to support. And once you've found stability in your legs, I'm going to open that left arm up. And try and keep your shoulders wrapped away from the ears. Now, you can keep your eye gaze on the ground. Or see if you can gently, as you breathe, turn your eye gaze up towards your left thumb. And it's just seeing how your body feels today. What is its fullest expression? Rather than setting an expectation for the body, just exploring where can I look to today and breathing there. One full breath in. And exhale, look down. Rebend the front knee. Take left hand on the ground. Blocks out of the way. And we'll just step back to our high plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. Left leg up, look back. Tiger curl, step forwards. So back heel is high, front knee over front ankle as you lift the arms up. Again, options, you can drop the back knee, bend it. Your body may prefer something different day to day. And so presence, being right here, checking in, it's going to help you find your best expression this moment of your pose, of your practice. And that will also carry through the more you practice, the more you get really very clear on that energy of I just prioritize the truth of my body, my energy now. Good. Inhale. Arrowhead, pointing forwards with your heart, your crown, arms back. Again, options for hands on knees or coming onto two blocks for your L shape. If you are in L shape, you want to kick through that back heel and give space to your chest. If you're ready for your aeroplane, take a full breath in. You could always stay here. And a breath out. Press into that front big toe. Inhale, fire strength to give you space. And we're just going to lift up. You might even want to, if you have lots of balance, bind your hands and roll them back. Your index fingers give you more air. And point them back away. Go on, tuck the ribs in, lifting up. And exhale, rebend the front knee, touch back. Find warrior two. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, straighten that front knee. Back hip out. And we come forwards. Exhaling to find a long spine forwards. Just pulling out of that top hip. Well, extending out, I should say. Good. So again, if that left knee is locked out, give it a micro bend. Freedom also to take a block. We're gently rolling the shoulders away from the neck. And can you gaze up? Exhale. Looking down, right hand to earth. Remove your block. Two hands frame the front foot and step back, finding your flow. Knees, chest, chin. Heart and neck pulling up, gazing forwards, and then downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, lift the hips, the heels. Bend the knees, look forwards, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. I'm going to heel toe the feet hip width. Take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. On an inhale, press the thighs back and extend your chest, your crown forwards. Give a gentle tug to the toes. Exhaling, hinge from the hips and lay your spine long towards the earth. Padangusthasan. So as much as you pull on your toes, also press down on the toes. And from here, as you breathe in, can you spread more space through your lower back? As you breathe out, allowing your ears to drop away from the shoulders drop out away from the neck. Did you manage to keep Jaladhara Bandha on, the tip of the tongue behind the top teeth? Just allow the roof of your mouth to expand, like it's reaching down towards the floorboards. I'm going to release the toes, the fingers, deep bend in knees, and roll your way back up. Arms up, inhale. I'm going to hook the thumbs, bring your big toes to touch. Exhale, lean over to the right. In our side bending half moon, eye gaze is gently ahead. Way to ground through your left heel and reach for your left pinky. And notice if you stuck your ribs out, can you wrap them in? And again, notice if you're clenching your teeth or straightening with any area of your neck. Your neck is so nice and soft. Your brow is soft. Inhaling, reaching up back through center. And exhale, arms descend to shoulder height. Flip the palms, inhaling. Then right arm over, right arm under, right leg over. I'm going to find our eagle. So taking a deep seat here, full breath in to the back of your shoulders. Exhale, deeper seat. So focusing on this area around the neck, can you take your elbows to chin height and gently press the thumbs away? It doesn't matter if they actually are or not. It's that motion that's going to train your body into active and counteractive dynamics that help you to open a little more, to heal better through your tissues and through the energy. Lots of space for the neck. Arms up, inhale. Right knee to chest in your stork pose. Just going to bring all that energy back to center. So hands towards heart center, feet on the ground. Arms a big circle up. Inhale, you can bend the knees if you like. Look up. Arms to shoulder height. Flip the palms. Can you feel yourself move through space? This time we'll take left arm under, left leg over. So you can take the full bind of your foot, but if that twists your hips out of alignment, just let it be free. Just listening to your breath here. Nothing but you and your breath. Lots of space in the mouth, the head. Stork pose, arms up, left knee to chest. And let's bring it all back to earth. Arms up to sky, deep breath in, lift your chin. Exhaling, forward fold. Relax the shoulders, your head. Halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale, hands to mat, step or float back to your high plank. Shift forwards, knees, chest, chin. Cobra or dog. And let's find our downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. And a long breath out. 2 more of those. So sit bones reaching up. So easy to start to let the body escape, the mind escape. Want to hold yourself gently accountable to each pose every moment. So we press the thumbs, first fingers down. Extend through the back of the neck, tuck the chin. Nice. Inhaling, let's roll forwards to our high plank. Okay, option to take this on knees or stay lifted. I'm going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's take our forearms forwards. We're coming into our Sphinx pose. So elbows below shoulders, palms flat. Just give your hips a little rock. Make sure your lower spine is nice and free. So if you're super bendy like me, you might need to gently just direct your tailbone towards your heels. And that will mean a tiny bit of lower spine engagement, lower abdomen. And then just draw your chest through, shoulders roll back. We're gazing to the tip of our nose or towards the ground. Shoulder blades rolling down towards the earth. I want you to activate this a little, so press your toes into the ground, let your knees lift. Full breath in. As you breathe out, without shifting your shoulders, can you turn your chin over the right shoulder? Full breaths here. You might notice on the next couple of breaths that your neck eases off a little more on the left side. Slow breath in. Long breath out. Inhaling back to center gently. Relax the legs, exhale. Just going to breathe here for a couple of breaths. So this is a bit of yin mixed with yang. Longer held poses mean that we can deeply nourish our tissues, while a little bit of movement just ensures that the mind and the body can try out something a bit different. So let's inhale, press into your toes, knees lift. I'm going to exhale, take your chin over to the left this time. Try not to dip the right shoulder. And keep that right shoulder wrapping back, pressing down into the elbows. There's also a little bit of triceps work here. Now, again, notice if your tongue is nice and free, tip of the tongue behind the top teeth. Jaladhara Bandha actually facilitates deep and active listening. So if you ever find yourself in a situation of verbal conflict or any conflict, just give yourself that throat lock, and it helps you to breathe and listen closely, both to yourself and to others. Inhaling, gently turning your gaze, your chin forwards. And exhale, relax the feet, the legs. And we'll take our elbows out wide, one hand on top of the other. And we're just going to take a little crocodile rebound here. Let your ankles flop. Deep breaths. So a rebound allows all of your tissues and your energy to recalibrate and come back to neutral. And your next inhale, press into the hands. You take the hands down under shoulders and then roll yourself over the knees. And come to a kneeling position. From here, just shift your hips to the left, take your legs out forwards. I'm going to grab one of our blocks. So if you're blocked just down at about midway, we'll lay ourselves down. And so some options, we can use the block or not. So for a more active bridge pose, you're going to bring your heels under your knees. Maybe your fingertips brush the backs of your heels. We're going to keep our arms nice and long beside us, palms on the ground. And inhale, lift the hips, belly and chest. Eye gaze on tip of the nose or towards your belly button. You can stay here breathing, pressing the heels down, hugging them towards your shoulders, and see how that frees up space for the back of your neck. You might also bind your hands under the hips and press into the edges of your arms to lift a little higher. If the active version is a little too much for you today and you prefer to be supported, get your block either on the first or the second height, and just place that under your sacrum, so where all the bones meet in the back of your hips. And so wherever you are, you're just breathing deep breaths. If you're supported, you can find other ways of expressing your arms. You can take them out wide or up around your head. If you've taken an active bridge, you're going to take 2 more deep rounds of breath. In whichever version you've chosen, you're keeping plenty of space through the mouth, the throat. To exit your supported bridge, you're just going to lift the hips and slide the block out. For your bound bridge, you're just going to unbind the hands and one bone at a time, roll the spine back to earth. Now bring the soles of our feet to touch. Let the knees fall out wide. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Coming to our supine butterfly. And just roll the shoulders, tuck them away from the ears. So take deep belly breaths here. Allow your hips, shoulders, skull to be grounded. And as you breathe, I want you to just massage that breath down into your tailbone. Allow that breath, can you feel it? Just flowing as your belly falls, your chest deflates. Softly out through the throat, out through your nose. Throat Chakra, really encouraging awareness, channeling of the more subtle energies in our being. So physically the breath and subtle vibrations. And then mentally our thoughts, emotions, just allowing them to flow freely, no judgment. Getting really honest with our bodies, being right here with ourselves. Allow the eyelids to soften. Allow your inner thighs to soften. And so as we hold supine butterfly, hold ourselves in the shape that we're choosing for ourselves, there may come a point where, or multiple points where the body tenses up randomly. And just note those points and breathe deeply into them, carrying breaths. Taking one more full round of breath in, let your chest and belly inflate. And exhale. Slide the hands around the outsides of your legs and just gently support your legs to close. Feet on the ground. We'll take our right ankle across our left knee and just let those toes curl back towards the knee to protect your knee. Hands thread through your figure four and just take hold of your knee or the back of your thigh. On an exhale, gently wrapping your legs towards you. So notice if you have tensed up around the shoulders and you're wrapping towards your legs. Just exhale and allow the shoulders to fall back. Allow the legs to be wherever they go. And just trust that as you breathe, tension will quite readily release, whether that's a tiny bit or more than you expect. Just note how the body responds to a slow, deep breath. Really allow your head to hang heavily back. Exhale, wrapping your legs a little closer, and then releasing. Left foot down, 2 feet on the ground. Let's cross the left ankle over right knee. Wrapping those left toes back to protect your knee. And then hands thread through, find the knee or the back of your thigh. On an exhale, just gently allowing the legs to fall back. Just releasing tension through the outer left hip. And you might feel this in other areas, especially as you breathe and just be in this pose. Other parts of the body will start to respond, either tensing up or unlocking. And ideally, usually what's happening is that it encourages the rest of the body to unlock up through your shoulders and head. But if you're used to being in a tense position, then the habit of the body is that. And so even though it's a more relaxing and healthy place to be, the body and the mind might be a bit resistant at first. Just allow yourself to stay in the pose and breathe with the intention and the trust that your body, mind, and spirit will align. There will be harmony. Exhale. Release right foot to earth, 2 feet on the ground. We're just going to take our legs nice and long, coming into our fish pose. You're going to take your hands down beside you, thumbs tucked just down into just beside your butt creases. And we're going to wrap the elbows in, palms flat on the ground. Point your toes away. On an inhale, press into the elbows, lift the chest and chin is back. Deep breaths here. So that core is wrapped around the belly. Your shoulder blades press in and up. And as you breathe here, can you gently extend your chin a bit further forwards than your top molars, your teeth? Can you take your eye gaze towards your brow? Deep breath in. Steady breath out. We're going for a lion's breath. So your next breath in, fill up, and then open the mouth, stick out your tongue. 2 more. 1 more with feeling. Close the mouth, tuck the chin, and just lay your shoulders back down. Bringing knees to chest. Hands on knees. Give yourself big circles with those knees.
You can close down the eyes and just observe any colors behind the eyelids. And just be really free with your observations, your thoughts. Words both allow us to switch directions. And words allow us to have the freedom to know and categorize and navigate a world explored. But sometimes instructions and words can also be limiting, as there are so many experiences outside of what the mind can define. And so if there is anything weird that you encounter in your experience, your desires, I want you to just note those and understand that by observing and by acknowledging every aspect of your experience, you also give yourself choice. You give yourself the power to choose. And just bring those knees close. Wrap your head towards knees. Big hug. Become a powerful, tiny seed, wrapping close. So all of your muscles are switched on to bring yourself closer to yourself. Exposing the back of your neck. Really allowing your shoulders to wrap around. Taking one last full breath in. Exhale, release out to your final resting pose, Savasana. Take the legs long, the arms long beside you. And give yourself enough time to set up comfortably for your final resting pose. This can also be considered as your deepest rebounds. Let the feet flop. Shoulders away from ears. Just give yourself a tiny gap under your lower spine, under the back of your neck. Just for a little natural curve of your spine. And we'll take full breath all the way through tailbone, through to toes. And sigh it out. Just release all control of the body and breath here. Just allow gravity to gently pull at your heels, your hips, shoulders, knuckles, your skull. Allow every breath to ease its way through any kinks in your brow, letting your eyebrows soften, your eyelids soften. The ears slide back, your jaw releases, tongue releases to the bottom of your mouth. So no more locks, no more throat lock. Muscles around your neck, your shoulders expanding. The skin across your chest, your belly, your hips. Nice and relaxed. This energy flowing through your breath and heart, just pulsing out through the skin, through your arms, your elbows, wrists, thumbs, all the fingers. All the way through your thighs, your knees, through your shins, all the bones of your ankles, your feet, the spaces between your toes. And just observing comings and goings of subtle vibrations. Becoming the observer of your current experience, your true experience. Invite a deeper breath to chest and belly. Small movements to fingertips and toes. Rolling through your wrists and ankles. Observing your tiny connections as you gently awaken the body, realigning the mind. Reaching arms overhead, point the toes. Bend the knees, rolling over to one side just for a moment. Observing the quality of your breath, the weight of your body, and the support of the earth beneath you. With eyes closed or downcast, you press your way back up to seated. Sit bones grounded, crown tall. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Just listening here to the body, observing this new space and energy that you've created in this amazing vessel that is your body, the house of your mind and your spirit. Gratitude for yourself, for your practice, and to those who share in this practice with us. Hands at heart center, kind and loving intentions. Hands to third eye, kind and loving thoughts. Hands to mouth, kind and loving words to ourselves and to others. Together, let's bow and seal this practice, seal our energy. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this practice for Throat Chakra, Vishuddha Chakra. I encourage you to drink plenty of water to help the energies shift, to support your body to heal and recalibrate. And one really good exercise for Throat Chakra is every day finding a way to voice appreciation of things you feel gratitude for. So enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.